What is up, everyone? I'm Skratch. Welcome to the channel. This is another Dragonheir Silent Gods video. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Today's video is going to be slightly different than usual, guys. Today we're actually going to spotlight a legendary hero. He was one of my most wanted legendary heroes in the game for quite a while. Probably you've heard me talking about him quite a bit, and he is the only champion that can just make boom, okay, and can one-shot a lot of things. And I'm gonna show you this build today. Before we move over to that, I just want to say a big thank you to Dragonheir for sponsoring today's video. If you guys haven't tried Dragonheir Silent Gods just yet, you can download the game by clicking the link in the description down below or in the pinned comment, or by scanning the QR code you see on the screen. And talking about the champion, guys, I actually made a video a few days ago with another achievement of mine, and that is something that really enables this champion to go even more crazy. And I am talking about the lucky playing cards. I released a video explaining you how I managed to finally get this legendary artifact from the arena shop. It's an amazing artifact that will enable 1 or 2 ultimate skills to be guaranteed as crit rates. The very first one or the very first 2 ultimate skills you're using, which allows us to build this hero with 0 crit rate, more or less. If you can do it. If no, it's fine if you have some crit rate. I am talking about Philto, guys. He is a radiant legendary hero, and yes, he is dealing a lot of damage. So I have him on an inventor set at the moment. I actually tried using an emperor set. I cannot reach the same stats with the emperor set, and it just doesn't feel like he's doing more damage. So at least not for what I'm trying to achieve anyway. Having that, plus the lucky playing cards, and the build that I currently have on, this is the highest crit damage I can actually reach on my account, at least with these runes that I have on him. 43k HP, 1.5k defense, 5.8k attack, 59 crit rate, 283 crit damage. I wish I could get even more crit damage just to see how it looks, because it's actually pretty insane to see such a higher amount of crit damage. But let me show you what this champion can do with this build. This is honestly one of the craziest and best builds for Philto. For arena, again, if you want to use him in arena, this is the way to go to, because if you're not killing them with the two ultimate skills, probably you're losing the fight. So you can actually go with a lot of confidence and use that. I'm gonna start with the Fame Mander, okay? Last season, I actually had quite a few clanmates that were just cruising through all of the stages by one-shotting the waves. And I'm currently on stage 173, right? It is pretty challenging. The enemies, they have quite a bit of HP, quite a bit of defense. So this is the team that we are going to run against them. I have Garius, I have Voresh, I have Lorantil to activate Philto with Rally and increase attack. Then I have Vinyara, not only to control a bit the enemies and be the lowest HP, so I'm making sure the jumpers don't actually reach my back line and they're focusing on her, but she will have a serial set which will give me extra increased attack on my Philto. So I'll have increased attack buff from Lorantil, and I'll have increased attack from this set. And the stats are additive, guys. I can't really remember. I've done the math with Seth actually not a long time ago, but I can't really remember exactly how the stats were added to it. I just know that they were additive, and they do add quite a bit of extra attack on your character, even though you have increased attack from the hero. On top of it, we're going to use a crit damage aura from Lorantil, and we are going to use the best food that gives us 13% attack at the moment. Now, I could potentially try and go for something that gives me just this radiant damage, 5% more attack, 10%. This is actually even better. This is even a bigger boom, because we're gaining attack and we are gaining radiant damage too. This is a much better food to use. I haven't even thought about it the other day because I forgot about it. But check this out. We're gonna let it go on 2x speed till we're ready to attack them. So we have Voresh going in with the defense down, Lorantil with increased attack. We already had Vinyara using her ultimate, so we gained double increased attack. And look at that. Have you noticed that? They just melted. They disappeared. It's like they never existed. That's what Philto can do on this build, guys. And honestly, it's one of the most fun things in the game. Now, there is one more character that has the potential to do something very, very similar, and that is Skratch burn legendary exclusive. But my god, Philto, he is really putting in some serious work against these enemies. You know, like let's watch it again. Then we're gonna try him against a couple of bosses in the game and see how well he performs in there. Last season there were some teams with Philto that were dealing insane damage, melting the bosses in like 20 seconds in dungeons. You know, so look at this again. We have defense down on all of them actually. 200k per hit, guys. That's an insane amount of damage. And we're left just with a tank, and then we have one more enemy that doesn't really tend to do much. I tend to move him left or right depending on where the enemy, the most dangerous enemy is located at, you know. So let me just quickly explain you a bit how Philto works. Now that you've seen him in action, I wanted to show you that first. He has this ultimate skill. He only covers 3 lines in front of him. If the enemies are out of his range, this ultimate will do nothing, which is fair play, I would say. But he deals 600 attack radiant damage to enemies within range if the hero is under a rally when casting the skill, consumes rally, and deals this extra attack radiant damage 2 more times. And the hero recharges 20% of his ultimate energy, which allows him to rotate this ultimate skill very fast. The battle skill fires 3 cannon shots at enemies, each shot dealing 100% radiant damage to targets within range. If more than 2 targets are hit, gains rally for 10 seconds. This makes him good for waves, you know, like where you have waves including goblin, etc. This will actually be very effective, just for the simple fact that he's going to gain rally. He doesn't need to wait for somebody else to buff him with. Then you have this passive. Basic attacks will cause an arcane explosion upon hitting an enemy, dealing derivative radiant damage to enemies within range. The hero will not gain any attack speed bonus. Instead, each 1% extra attack speed gained will be converted to 10 attack. And if you're bringing in a character like Vanny, for example, the rare Dauntless hero that I spotlighted recently, and give us increased attack speed next to the 2 increased attacks that we have from Laurentil and from Vinara's Cyril set, that will actually make him gain a lot of extra attack, which will increase his damage even more. But that's why Philto is able to do what he does. This ultimate skill is just boom, literally. And with this artifact, building him the way I have him built is actually even nastier, because you are able to blow up things with no questions asked. Look, we have Demitrasi in there. She tends to be extremely annoying. Now, I do have 3 Sagomirs in this team. I hated this wave last season. It was just so painful to defeat this. And of course, Mitrasi constantly reviving. Now, I'm taunted right now. I have all of these 3 Sagomirs on my Philto. I'm hoping that he is going to survive. So I have that taunt about to go off right now, hopefully. And let's see, are we blowing them all off or no? Boom! Go down, Sagomir. Get out of here. I don't want to see you. I don't want to see you till season 3. I had enough of you. Let me just collect the chest, and we're going to head over to a dungeon. We're going to go to the Grave of Venom, and we're going to try as well Grave of Curse. Why not? Let's see how it will play out in there. Let's move over to the next stage so I don't have to do that later. Back out of here. I know it makes it look easy on the Fey Mander, seeing that champions can do this, you know, and it's actually a lot of fun to see it happening. I really like seeing this happening in here. So we're going to go against the Grave of Venom. I haven't really tried it on here to see if it's going to work in the exact same way with the format that I have in there. I have a completely different team in here, but we're gonna bring that in later. First, I'm going to try it with this one right here and see how well it will play out. Maybe it's not even going to be as effective, but you never know. So we're going to go in like this, and as long as we are landing a debuff, we should be fine. Increased crit damage. We have the damage still going, and like this, we're going to hit the boss, and we're going to hit the side orbs as well with Philto, with his ultimate, you know. The good thing is that Garrius survives now, so we don't have to worry about it too much. So hopefully we'll land defense down on everybody. We managed to do that. Okay, and now is the moment of truth. Let's put it on 1x speed and see the damage. Ooh, not one-shot him. But we took way more than a third of the HP on the boss with that one ultimate skill, which was actually nasty. Now I'm going to bring in the other team with Huberg to see how well will that actually perform in here. And look at this damage again. Oh, we had no rally there because he was too slow. I have no preset on it. You see, I missed my chance in there. Now, I do have this artifact on him, which now will make him maybe a bit weaker because we don't have that guaranteed crit anymore, and I don't have enough crit rate on him. But still, we managed to obliterate this boss. He's not really very effective necessarily against the Vortex, honestly. I find Huberg and Elton a bit better in there because they tend to do more damage. But let's actually change the team to the one that I had initially, which is this one right here. And I think here he is on a different set, if I'm not... Ah, no, he's still on the same set, but he doesn't have that build anymore. So what I'm going to do right now is quickly fixing the team. So we're going to load that, go back to this one, and save this team like that. And everybody's still ready to rumble. I actually have the pipe on as well, which will give him even more attack. So we have the crit damage aura. We have the buff still on for 1 more minute for increased damage. So hopefully Elton will land defense down on the boss as well. And we're going to see everything in action. Huberg is an insane champion too. I'm loving my Huberg. The only thing is he cannot one-shot things like Philto does, you know. And he might not one-shot bosses, guys, but he's doing an amazing job in the pillar and in the Mander. Look at all the damage that we just dropped on the boss from, of course, Philto, Huberg, and from Elton. Just crazy, right? How fast was this? 19 seconds. Literally 19 seconds. Let's quickly check a bit the damage. Look at that. So you have Philto with 50% of the damage dealt, and then you have Huberg with 25.9. He actually doubled Huberg's damage. That is just mind-blowing to see these strats in action. I'm actually a massive fan of Philto, and I'm super glad that I finally managed to summon him. I just wanted to showcase something crazy as well, something that's tons of fun, you know. And if any of you guys are fortunate enough to summon this hero, you know how to build him. You know what you can do for him. If you don't have the lucky playing cards artifact, guys, you can definitely use something else. Eyeball of the Giant is actually a very good artifact for him too, because it's increasing the ultimate skill damage. If you have a legendary artifact, if you're fortunate enough, the Flute of the King is something that I'm aiming as well to get. This boosts the damage quite a bit. I'm looking to get this one for my Huberg, actually. But that was all for the video, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below about Philto. Are you a fan or not? Big shout out to Dragonheir again for sponsoring today's video. If you want to get involved and you want to help and support the channel, you can download Dragonheir by using my link in the description down below or in the pinned comment, or by scanning the QR code you see on the screen. Much love, appreciate every single one of you guys watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.